Hello and welcome to episode 38?
37.
37, almost
37.
there. 37 of, I was going to say Seemingly Stumped, we were just talking about a Seemingly Stumped podcast. Wrong End of Stick podcast with me, Zaki, and Jonathan Nimmo.
Hello.
And I think, start off, well, we can wish everybody, is it too early? Is it too soon to wish everybody a Merry Christmas?
Well, no, because this is our last podcast before Christmas.
It will be, so Merry Christmas to everyone.
Merry Christmas to one and all.
Yeah.
May your new year be full of wickets and, well, unless you're a batsman, in which case, be empty of wickets.
Yeah,
you know,
plenty of runs.
Yeah, plenty of runs and wickets for all.
And very few wide balls.
That's too much of a sport. Santa's good, but he's not that good.
He's not that good. No. You've got a plan today.
I've got a plan. I feel a bit more prepared. We've done the last couple a bit on the fly, and I felt under-prepared. So I've got a full-on running order. I've got a whysssatt. I've got a few bits to talk about, and I've even got a surprise for you. I've got a Christmas surprise for you. How's that?
That sounds brilliant.
So we're going to do a quick cricket roundup. We're going to do a little bit of talk about the England squad and their illnesses, as there is at the moment.
Oh,
We'll come on to that in a minute.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about Sports Personality of the Year.
Of course.
We've got a kind of a quick whysssatt, and then the surprise.
I'm looking forward to this surprise.
Good. That's why I'm saving it right to the end, just to really bug you every time. Right, so we'll do a quicket roundup.
Let's do a quicket roundup.
You can tell I need a Christmas break from this. Oh dear. Alright, so what have we had? Well, we've had no England cricket for a little while.
No.
But we have had a few other bits and pieces going on for the World Test Championship, which I shall run through now. So, Australia and New Zealand have started a series. So there's a 3-test series going on there, and Australia are 1-0 up, so that's in Australia. And Australia pretty much hammered New Zealand in the first test. So they won by like almost 300 runs, and it was not even close, to be honest. And do you remember Labuschagne from the Ashes?
Yeah. He's
just scoring runs for fun again. I was like, how was he not in their squad when he first played the Ashes? It's crazy. But he got 143 in the first innings and then 50 in the second. I was like, this guy is just... He's going to be a menace to England for like many years to come.
With Labuschagne, Smith, the rest of the guys, it's looking like a pretty savage batting lineup for Australia.
It is. And then when you got Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins, you know, it's
not fun.
It's brutal. Brutal.
Is that so? India is currently top, Australia's second in the World League, aren't they?
Ooh, that's a good question. I shall have a quick look now because I think they update as test by test as they go.
Yeah.
I'll have a quick look now for you.
I think in the last one, so that's where it kind of stood, and I think we're down kind of 4th or 5th, aren't we?
Yeah, we haven't played because our last series didn't play
count
anything. So India is still top on 360 points off 7 games.
Yeah.
Australia have now played 8 tests and they've got 216 points.
Oh, okay.
So India. And then to be honest, we have played 5 and only got 56 points. But we'll see what happens against South Africa. It's going to be.
I'm looking forward to that. Actually, I'm really looking forward to that test.
Well, we'll come on to that in a second because we've got a little bit of other stuff. So the other bit of an update I have is Pakistan versus Sri Lanka. Now, this is the first test series to be played in Pakistan for over 10 years.
Yep.
So it's the first series at home for Pakistan. They've been playing in the UAE since 2009 because there was a terrorist attack on the Sri Lankan bus. So it was their team, the Sri Lanka team's bus that was attacked. I don't know anyone would cover. There was certainly none of the players were, but there was like injuries and stuff, and so there've been no test playing. And Pakistan sort of went out and they were going to play a few one-day internationals there, but then they decided they might be able to play the test team there. They went out to Sri Lanka, said, "Can we play in Pakistan?" And Sri Lanka were like, "Yeah," which is good for Sri Lanka, given it was their team bus that was attacked. That's great.
Oh, that's good though.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's. I mean, I didn't see any of the first game, but the first test was drawn. But the second test is ongoing at the moment, and it's really tight. So Pakistan got 191 in the first innings. Sri Lanka have come out at 256 at the moment. So it's looking as if it could be a tight series actually, which would be interesting. So good for Pakistan to get cricket being played at home again.
Definitely.
It looks as if it's going to be an interesting series.
Nice.
And then we come to Boxing Day, the Boxing Day test. So England will take on South Africa. And yes, England have had a few problems. So they had Jimmy Anderson was in the squad, was the first bit to announce. So he's back fit, allegedly.
Okay.
So we'll see how much he plays. So he played one warm-up match and got bowled 11 overs, took 1 wicket. So
okay,
he kept going through 11 overs, which is something that's more than he managed to do in the summer. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, the England team is ill. Like the entire team, basically. Like the coaches are all sick. Most of the bowlers are sick. Broad, Leach, Archer are all unfit. So they've called up a couple of others. So Don Bess, a spinner, and Craig Overton have been called up.
How?
But we're not sure who the hell's going to play in Boxing Day test.
What kind of bug is it? This is New Zealand ploy, isn't it?
But it's South Africa.
No, I know, but New Zealand were like, they're going to South Africa.
So
they've got some weird New Zealand, some weird New Zealand flu.
It could be.
Like, this is for taking the 1 day from us.
It could be.
We're going to sabotage your test match with South Africa.
Yeah, it could well be. I don't know. So whatever they picked up, anyway, it's not good. But
no.
Yeah, like as I say, the coaching staff's ill. It's like. So they're playing a warm-up match as we speak, actually. So where are we here? Yeah, so England are batting in this. They've had to downgrade it because England didn't have enough fit players to play like a proper match. So they've had to say, like, we'll play a 3-day game, but we'll name like a few more people, and people will dip in and out and stuff. So it's a bit less formal. It's a bit more like you'd play on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Can he bat again? Yeah, it's all right. Go for it. So they're doing that at the moment. So at the moment, England have just lost a second wicket, so they're 95 for 2. Rory Burns got 56, which is good to see him getting some runs. Dom Sibley at 22, and Joe Denley and Denley and Root not out at the moment. Denley's on 12 and Root's only just come in, so he's just faced 4 balls.
Rory Burns is picking up some really good form.
I know you don't like him because he looks a bit weird. Well, he doesn't look weird. He's got weird sort of technique, hasn't he?
His stance makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does.
It looks very contorted, doesn't it? Like the proper chin over, like.
Yeah, he does. He's sort of he twists himself. It's almost like a spring, isn't he?
It's
to explode. Yeah. So to be honest, we've no idea who the hell's going to play in that Boxing Day test because we don't know who's going to be fit. Archer's you would think would be in, but if he's not fit and Broad's not fit, you're kind of down to Anderson and Sam Curran, maybe Chris Wokes. I don't know if Wokes is fit, so it's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah,
and it's not the preparation that we needed, and they played like 1 2-day game and then this 3-day game. It's not a lot of warm-up time.
No,
and this is my big criticism of. Well, it's all cricket to be fair at the moment because the schedules are that tight. But we just don't play enough warm-up games, and therefore we go into like the first test. We're not going to start well because we haven't played enough cricket.
No.
So it's a difficult one.
It is quite a tricky one, but and plus it's at home to South Africa. I think South Africa can be hungry.
South Africa have got some good players, and it's going to be there's. I don't know what the South African team is going to come out playing like. I don't know what kind of form they're in. Not great because they've just played India away and got hammered in every game. But that's away in India. Everyone gets hammered in India. Yeah, I was about to say it's a tricky one, isn't it? To gauge. Don't have a great history in India, so it's really difficult to see what's actually going to happen and what kind of form that everyone's in. So it'll be. I think it's going to be a tight series.
I think so, and I think it's not the best start with, like you say, very little prep time. The New Zealand sabotage, the bio warfare that they're doing over there,
I think that's harsh on them. I really do.
and then obviously I think South Africa coming back home after getting smacked about by India. Yeah, they're going to be hungry.
They are
to win at home. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be quite a gritted teeth affair.
So there's 4 tests in this series. What's your prediction?
South Africa will win the first one.
Yeah.
They will draw the second.
Yep.
England to win the last two.
Ooh, so 2-1 series.
Yeah, I reckon so. But I say that's what I want to happen. My prediction is that it will be... Leave that as my prediction.
Okay.
But I reckon it will look probably more like England losing, a draw, and then England maybe just clipping it either on the very last one or second from last, and South Africa taking the second win in one of those last two games anyway.
Okay. But you think 2-1?
No, I think 2-1 for England, definitely.
2-1 for England.
Yeah. What's yours?
In a really weird, and I don't understand what's happened to us now, I'm going 3-1 England. And I'm being more optimistic than you are at this point.
Wow.
So I just think the South Africa team is really new. It's really inexperienced.
Yeah.
And I do think England might well lose the Boxing Day one,
Yeah.
just because of the illness. It's been really bad preparation time and stuff. But I think after that, I think England have the bowling attack to unsettle this inexperienced South Africa team. I don't have that much faith in the South African batsmen that they can survive. If England's bowlers all stay fit, I think Curran is an excellent addition if he needs to be in that team. That's prefaced on Sam Curran being in the team, actually. I think Sam Curran is going to be that key at the moment.
Interesting.
So I think with the bowling attack of Anderson, Broad, Archer, Curran, you got Stokes in there as well. I think England have what it takes.
Batting wise
is the problem for England. Batting is the issue for England. If Joe Root takes some of that form that he found in New Zealand I think that'd be great.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big if. It's England's batting is going to be really crucial. But I think they've finally got, I think, a top order of, and you're gonna just, I don't know what you're going to say to this, but the top order of Burns, Sibley, Denley and Root is actually quite, and I don't think Denley should be there, and he's not a long-term solution. He's about 105 and he's not
really
that good.
But the thing is, you really do know that he should be
at the moment, there isn't anybody else to be in there for me. And I think Ollie Pope will get there eventually, but he's but yeah, anyway, but yes, I think that if we can maintain those four as a settled top four and get them into some form, then we can sort out the Joe Denley problem later in when we get back.
I think he's a solid.
He's not solid.
He is a solid Test batsman.
He is not any of those things.
He looks like a portrait of an English cricket day, like.
Yeah. So there we are. So that's my welcome to the. I'm not on the Joe Denley band.
You are, yes. Come on.
I'm not after that drop flipping catch.
That was just, to be fair, that was really bad.
I could have caught that,
I think we both could have caught it, whether we would or not.
Well, yeah, true. Under the pressure. Maybe
under that pressure is such an easy catch.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I do remember in the six-a-side where you had one that basically went right up in the air, and you had all the time in the world, and just
it was the sun.
It was the sun.
It was the sun.
You had sunglasses on.
I didn't. Yeah, but it went into the sun. It literally, guys, it went into the sun.
It went into the sun, melted, fell back to earth, and has reformed through the atmosphere, and then just went straight through your hands. That was it.
I think I was about 3.
It's happened to us all.
About 3 feet off.
Yeah, it wasn't close.
It wasn't close at all.
Oh, dear. It wasn't off my bowling, though, was it? I don't think it
no.
was. I think I'd have been more annoyed. I think I'd remembered it more vividly if it was off my bowling, to be honest.
No, I think it was either Jay or Seniors.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah.
Because I think I remember.
I do remember one, and it was a couple of years ago now. I think I've told the story before, where it was we had a rather portly wicketkeeper who literally, and it was going literally about 2 feet from him. 2 steps would have got him there, and he still couldn't be bothered to make the moves.
No.
And it was right in the air. He had the gloves. There was no excuse at all. So yeah.
It was the kind of shuffle and fall.
It still hurts, that one. And the thing is, if somebody makes an effort and doesn't quite get there, or drops it, or whatever, you know what, fair game. It happens to everyone. Didn't even make an effort. That was the thing that bugged me more than anything. There was no effort involved.
It was the slow shuffle and then the slight tumble at the end to kind of miss it. It was less than impressive.
Shall we talk sports personality of the year?
Sports personality and sports team.
And moment of the year.
And moment.
Cricket. Cleaning up in the sports awards. So for anyone not in the UK, they may not know what sports personality of the year is.
Oh yeah, okay.
Do you want to tell them?
Yeah. So sports personality of the year. I mean, it is what it is. There's probably similar things going around in all the countries. It's kind of like one of those things, like the big quiz of the year in England and stuff that you kind of do at this time of year and watch. Not as big as Eurovision, but you know. We just look at kind of all the athletes in the very different sports, and you know, like football, athletics, cricket, basketball, whatever it is. And the public vote for who they want to be sports personality of the year, sports team of the year.
Yeah.
And did you say sports moment?
Yeah, it was the greatest sporting moment of the year.
Wow, I didn't watch that far. I was just at the Ben Stokes bit.
Basically, it's a vote on who's done the best. Which has been the best sportsman throughout the year, and Ben Stokes
clinched it.
I mean, it would have been. I mean, I think I would have emigrated at the point where if he hadn't won that was just shocking. Well, I know like Lewis Hamilton had won his 6th world title.
He won it last year.
Let's face it, nobody likes Lewis Hamilton.
No, he's a bit of a knob.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't know if can we say that on a podcast?
It's your opinion.
I've just done it.
It's your opinion.
Did it.
I mean, I haven't published it yet, but I'm gonna. Yeah. So if you get sued, then you know I'm all right with that. So,
defamation of character.
Can I just say, for legal purposes, that's your opinion and not my opinion, and therefore,
this is not reflective of Wrong End of the Sticks official stance on the opinion of Lewis Hamilton. This is purely.
To be honest, with all the stuff I said about Joe Denley, I think the comment there. I think you're fine. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure Joe Denley nor Lewis Hamilton are actually listeners. I mean, if they are, get in touch, please do. But I'm not convinced that they are.
It's just some of the interviews, Lewis. It's not anything, you know.
It's just your personality. It's nothing to do with that.
And the weird hats you wear. You've got odd fashion sense.
So there was a few of the contenders that it could have gone to.
My mum and my grandma were quite upset that Johnson, I can't remember what the athlete's name is.
Oh, Katarina Johnson-Thompson?
Yeah, and some of the other didn't get kind of a look in, but then I thought, well...
and there was Dina Asher-Smith who did really well this year, and she's gone and won gold in whatever championships have just been world championships or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And she did really well, but...
Ben Stokes,
Ben Stokes, it was the World Cup, it happens once every 4 years, and let's be honest, for England it doesn't really happen. England don't win World Cups.
Nope. But we have now.
And that singular performance, Dina Asher-Smith was great, but her performance lasted a total of 12 seconds. Well, less than that, because she was that quick. But
that's a good point, actually.
But Ben Stokes was an entire day literally grappling victory from the face of defeat. It was insane.
And throughout the tournament.
And through the tournament, but that final was just... So that was more... That for me, because I like Dana Asher-Smith, I think she's great, and all the rest of it, but over the year, he did more for me. I
think that puts it in perspective, doesn't it? And I think you're right, that moment, that 12-second moment, or those over the course of a tournament, over the course of that day, the mental kind of fortitude as well as the athletic ability and technical skills that you need. But I think it's a different game. Well deserved.
And World Cup aside, even in the Ashes, that ridiculous Headingley innings, which was just insane as well. So he really has been consistent this year. So, and coming off the back of all of the controversy about him, which is literally just being forgotten now because he's just...
It's that pub brawl.
Yeah, exactly. So he'd come off the back of that, he'd come out the other side of it.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this on the podcast before, haven't we, about sort of adversity and maybe that's helped him make him the player that he is and stuff. So, so shout out to Ben Stokes. Congratulations. Well deserved.
Wow, definitely.
Yeah, Team of the Year went to the England World Cup cricket team for, bringing back the trophy. And,
of course.
And moment of the year, the greatest sporting moment of the year was Joss Butler's stumping at the end to win the World Cup when they all sort of sprinted off and were
That was the greatest moment.
That was spotted as the
See,
greatest moment.
I didn't watch the actual greatest moment. So the greatest moment was actual.
It was the stamping 2-2 win at the end of the Super Over, and they all sprinted off.
Fair enough. Okay.
And rewatching it again, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe we did that.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that we did that. Just crazy.
Damn.
So yeah.
So just all-round cricket.
So all-round cricket. So that's cricket getting recognised on a sort of national level, which is really good to see. It's very rare that you get like a cricketer that wins that. Generally,
yeah.
You know.
So
yeah, good stuff.
Greatest sport of the year.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Greatest sport ever,
obviously.
Possibly,
yeah, damn right. So that's Sports Personality of the Year. Shall we do a Why Is That?
Let's do a Why Is That?
Why is that? So, why is that? Why is it, Zach, that when it gets a little bit dark or a little bit cloudy, all the players walk off the pitch and stop playing? What is that all about?
Oh, okay.
I should have given you a bit of prep on this one, shouldn't I?
No.
So, first of all, what's it called when that happens? It gets a bit dark and they walk off.
I can't remember what that's called, but it's is it bad light?
Yeah, that's the one.
Nice. The reason why is,
so when they stop playing for bad light, what is that all about?
So bad light doesn't. Now, correct me if I'm trying to think about this, because there's a few different things, but bad light I think is when it's at a certain time of day, because if it's night time they can just put the lights on.
Exactly that, yeah. So they now have started doing it where they do like a day-night test. So some of the tests will start in the day but then go through to the night. But if it's just a normal test match, when it gets too dark, they stop playing. Yeah. So they do that mainly because it's flipping dangerous, because that ball is hard. Mm-hmm. And you don't want that coming towards you when you can't properly see it. Yeah. And particularly for fielders, actually, rather than batsmen, because the kind of batsmen kind of get a bit used to it and they have all their padding and stuff on. Yeah. But fielders, if they're not seeing, because it can be hard when you're in the field to pick up exactly where the ball's gone or going to, and if someone's bowling quick and it comes off an edge or something, you can not quite know where it's going.
If you're in some random farm in Buckinghamshire where, where like the background might be a barn, or there's a bit of a slope in the in the outfield, and your perception of stuff. I mean, I've literally put my hand out a couple of times at the last minute where a ball has just been a few metres away from me, and you don't track it until you imagine overcast, droll weather where green and red, I mean the green and red of the ball in the grass, that sometimes they're not that contrasting a lot of the time. It's not like a bright luminous ball, it's pretty dark and hard to track. So
it is. So that's why, because it's actually quite dangerous. And you don't want to be. I mean, I wouldn't want to even be umpiring and stuff, because like if they hit straight back at you and you haven't quite picked it up, that's just it's not what you want to have happen. But you're right. They do have day and night tests, which is where they use a pink ball rather than a red ball.
Got you.
So it's a bit easier to see.
Yeah.
And then they'll put the lights on at a certain point in the day, and then they can play into the evening with lights on. So it's literally just down to safety when it's like that.
There you go. So we don't want to hear people giving up. It's not even 4 or 5 o'clock.
And the way it works now is, because before it used to just be down to the umpires deciding how light or dark it was, and it's a bit dark, we'll help. But obviously that was quite subjective. So what they have now is the first time that happens during a test match. So if they have to go off because the umpire thinks it's too dark, they take a light meter reading. So they have all the umpires have a little light meter with them. Yeah. They'll take a reading. And whatever that reading is, so if it comes out, I don't know how it's read, but it's 3.2 or whatever it happens to be. Yeah. They've gone off. They will take light meter readings for the rest of the test match. That will be the limit. Yeah. So if it's above that, they're fine to carry on. If it's below that, that's the point it goes off. So for both teams, both innings, that's the point. So whatever the umpires first decide, it's too dark now, that's it. That's the limit for the rest of the test.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you are. That's Why Is That.
That is Why Is That.
And Why Is That will return next year, along with
Seemingly Stumped.
Seemingly, we're gonna revive Seemingly Stumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were saying. No, let's not put that out there.
What's that?
We were saying about a Seemingly Stumped podcast.
Well, I really like Seemingly Stumped as a name.
Maybe we should put a poll out.
What should we change the name of Wrong End of the Stick to Seemingly Stumped?
That's drastic.
It is drastic.
Almost as drastic as Brexit.
It is. It genuinely
This is a major
I think this is
decision.
more important, in fact.
I think, yeah.
For me personally, this is more important. Well, let us know what you think. Do you like the Wrong End of the Stick, or would you prefer Seemingly Stumped?
Controversial.
It's controversial. Well, you know, our first podcast after Christmas, because we're going to have a couple of weeks break after this episode,
Yeah.
is going to be our 1 year anniversary episode.
Did we start? When did we start?
We started in January last year.
You're joking.
Yeah, so we've managed to do 37 episodes in
A year.
just under a year.
And there's,
Which is pretty good, really.
that is really good.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Yeah. I think we'd be proud of that. We've had 3 interviews.
Yeah.
We've had all kinds of different features.
You've had more than 3.
Have we?
Yeah, because you did the Megapod, you did the
Oh,
2,
yeah, we did the Megapod as
you
well.
did the
so,
2
yeah.
for and against the Temple, you did the one with Northamptonshire.
Oh, no, we haven't done that one yet.
No, you did.
I've arranged it, but we haven't done that one yet.
Did
so.
one with someone else then.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
You've been to children's charity cricket for the
we did.
homeless against global.
We've had a heck of a year.
Yeah. We went to the test, the island test.
Yeah, we
and
did a
did
live
cheeky
one
podcast.
from there.
Yeah.
So we've had a good year.
We have had a good year of cricket.
And we've attracted, a few listeners, which is always nice
Yeah.
for us. So do you want this little Christmas surprise then?
I do want the Christmas surprise.
Good.
You know that I want the
So
Christmas surprise.
it's going to be something that we can feature on the podcast next year,
Right.
obviously. So I have been talking to my parents about it. They were like, "Oh, well, what do you want for Christmas?" And I was like, "Well, it's got to be something cricket related, I've got to have my fix over the winter somehow." And so I was like searching for different things. And one thing that I stumbled across was that you can go down to Lord's and have a coaching net session.
No way.
Yes way.
Oh my
So my suggestion is that we may get together and go and head down to Lord's and do a bit of
an indoor
net with a coach telling us everything that we're doing wrong and potentially help us improve our game ready for next summer.
That would be amazing.
And then we can maybe do a little bit of
feedback,
a little bit of recording and stuff while we're down there, and we might be able to talk him into doing a quick interview for the pod as well. That's my plan, is to take a little microphone down and see what we can do while we're there. See if he's up for or whoever it is that's doing the coaching.
No way.
So yeah, what do you reckon to that?
I'm chuffed. I am.
How good would that be?
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Definitely on that.
Yeah. I mean, they do the thing where you can like pay a bit extra for it, and you can do like ball tracking and stuff, and they'll like track the ball where like do on the TV where they see where the ball was going to go and stuff.
I don't think I'd want to see that.
No, I don't want to see that either.
I think
I don't need to see that.
Yeah.
All right.
No, thank you. But if they can tell me where I'm going wrong, and then maybe in a couple of years we can go back there.
Go back and do it a bit better.
See how close we are to off stump. But at the moment,
I'm
at like
I don't
the
need to
5th,
see that.
6th stump across. Like,
I mean, to be honest, if it makes it into the net, then I'm happy at this stage. So,
don't.
Yeah.
How embarrassing! I can just imagine me lofting it.
It's all right. So we're going to do that in the new year at some point, and we'll do a little episode on that.
Nice.
How good is that?
That is exciting.
Good stuff.
Oh, that's actually made me well look forward to the new year now.
Good.
In preparation for 6-a-side next year, and
yes,
even more cricket. Waiting for the sun to come back. But
I'm looking forward to 6-a-side next year. I've got my sights are on that.
We got a good little hit squad going on for the 6-a-side this year.
I've got high hopes. We're going to get into training. We're going to do proper lunchtime training sessions. We're going to hit this year. Well, I think that probably wraps up for the year.
Wraps up for the year.
Yeah. So thank you for listening, everybody. If you would like to get in touch with us, we will still continue to check emails and Twitter and not Instagram. I never go on the Instagram account. I think I posted 2 pictures there ever. So, but if you want to get in touch with us, please do. So we are on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong End Podcast. We are also on email at wrongendofthestick@hotmail.com. Please do get in touch.
Yep.
Any of your thoughts, feedback, ideas for new podcasts or whatever you want. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
We really appreciated the fact that, I mean, to be honest, we'd do this for no listeners, wouldn't we? But it's quite nice that we have some people out there listening, spread widely across the world, and
Thank you all so much, especially for those that have listened to pretty much most of the podcast since we've sort of started. It's really nice to see that people can stand us for hours, for an hour or two at a time. But I think a very Merry Christmas and holiday season to you all, and a fantastic New Year
have
as
a
well.
lovely time whatever you're doing, and may your Christmases be merry and
full of wickets,
full of cricket for the new year.
Yeah.
Right, thank you very much, and we will see you next year.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.